Hi everyone. Today I'm actually going to make two videos. This video is going to be on Trisha Paytas, Jason, and Sean. Oh, I was so shook when I saw that thumbnail. I actually thought that she had like photoshopped it in and it was like one of her acting skits or something, and like Jason was in on it. That was like my first thought. And so that's what this video is about. And then I'm going to make another video today that's going to be responding to all the comments that I've gotten on my last video, which was on Nina Unrated, Nick Schneider, and a little bit about WITCHY And I'm going to be responding to those comments in my next video. Anyways, let's get into Trisha Paytas, Sean Wilt, and Jason Nash coming right up. Hi you guys, it's Moonlight Mason and welcome to my channel. And if you're here for the first time, do subscribe. You know about ringing that bell. And you know what? I think you do. I think I bit my tongue. Anyways, I think you guys all know that you got to ring that bell twice, and there's a possibility that you will still not be notified when I put up my videos. It's happening to a lot of YouTubers who have, you know, hundreds of thousands of subscribers and get very little views. So me, I'm just getting very little views. So where are my subscribers? I don't think you guys are getting notified. So you have to go and check Moonlight Mason to see when I upload a video. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Your point of view, whether you agree with me or not, is always welcomed. We just need to be respectful of each other. So I was so surprised at this video. I was like just shook, because you notice that the way they did it was Jason and Trisha were talking. You could hear Sean, but you didn't see him. And then he actually came in and sat on the sofa a little later on. So we're going to talk a little bit about my point of view and how I saw the whole thing. And so actually my first thoughts were that how cool it was of Jason to be so secure as a man, so secure with his girlfriend Trisha, to actually be there. And also how Sean is, you know, just, it was like what they said 2 years ago or a year and a half ago or something, so forgiving. They put all that aside to come and make this video. Now, it seemed like Trisha, from what I got, Trisha contacted Sean and asked if he wanted to do this. And I guess Trisha said it was more for getting views. But I don't know how many of you noticed, but I immediately noticed, I can read like, you know, vibes, and I've watched Trisha for a long time, and you know what? She still likes Sean. She still has the hots for Sean. I can tell the way she was just so giddy and giggling, and she was just sitting there sandwiched between her boyfriend Jason, which, being fair, she did make a point of sitting closer to Jason and she was just like, you know, she hits him a lot. Like, you know, like taps him, but really hard, and calls him stupid. And that's what she does with her boyfriend Jason. Yet when she was talking to Sean, you could see like she was looking at him, and the way she looked and the vibe that she was giving off towards Sean was just so giddy. And it was just so like, you could just feel how much she still likes Sean. The whole thing is actually pretty uncomfortable when it comes to Jason. You know, I started thinking, you know, is Jason, he's either, there's a lot of things, you know, he could be in it just for the views. He could be doing it just to enhance himself. he did say, I don't know how many of you caught it, when he was telling one of his housemates that he was going to Bora Bora, and he was saying he really didn't want to go, and they said, well, why are you going? And he's like, well, it's Bora Bora. I mean, how could you not go? So it wasn't really like, when he was being himself, it's not like, I really want to go because of Trisha. And then he's sitting there with Sean, and I'm thinking, did he have to be coaxed into doing this? Did Trisha have to, convince him to do this? And in a way, you feel bad for Jason, because he seems like he's a really nice guy. I mean, Jason seems, now he could be a nice, insecure guy, and he could be like, the kind of guy that's like, yeah, whatever, and he'll just go along with you because he gets something out of it, right? He gets paid, he gets views. Maybe he was curious to how Sean is, whatever the case may be. It just seemed a little awkward, but Trisha was gloating. She was like, ooh, she was like, she was like right in between both of them. And Sean seemed a little uncomfortable, and Trisha always gets her digs in. When she said to Sean, well, you never really like YouTube, I feel the digs, because I felt like Sean, was probably thinking, well, I do have a job and most of my time and focus is into dancing, but he does try on his YouTube channel, and he does do videos on his YouTube channel. So then they agreed, Trisha and Sean agreed, that they do watch each other. So there was so much going on that I was so shook. I was like looking at this going, oh my God, because we didn't expect it. It's not like, I don't know if she gave any tweets or hints that this was coming up with Sean. I certainly didn't see or hear of any. If you did, let me know, because I think that would be interesting. And then they did the dance video. And I thought that Jason did really good dancing. I mean, you have to understand, Jason's not a dancer. He's like you and I, right? And so it's pretty cool that you and I, that I thought, this is pretty cool that I can just go and take some lessons like from Sean, and I don't know how long it took. Maybe it takes 4 hours of rehearsing for just a few minutes of video footage. I'm not sure how long it would take. Jason did really good dancing, and it kind of made me feel proud. But at the same time, I'm thinking, this was Sean and Trisha's thing. This was their thing that they used to do, So in a way, I was thinking, was this like a way for Trisha to see Sean again, to get closer to Sean? And where do we go from here? I mean, it's so interesting. Like, is Trisha going to continue talking to Sean? I even thought when I was watching it, what if they both got together? I mean, what if they got back together? Trisha and Sean, what if they both got together again? I don't know what's going to happen because of all this. And then I still question Jason's, how can I say? I still am not sure Jason's true intentions towards Trisha. I am not sure if he truly loves her, or he's only there because she's exciting. You do a lot of glamorous experiences that you would not have if it wasn't for her. And it's interesting that Sean said that, he said the truth about how Trisha acts, and that when she would get mad and she wouldn't control herself, she would buy him a gift. And Jason is like agreeing, because he's like experiencing all this. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to make a video about this just to put it out there and see where this goes from here. It reminded me of Demi, Ashton, and Bruce. If you know who those people are, Demi, Ashton, and Bruce, comment below. And for those of you that are new and don't really understand my channel, I know that I got a comment on one of my other videos saying, we all know all this, we saw it. You're just like pulling for strings, or pulling, I don't know. pulling strings to make videos or something like this. No, I've been making a ton of videos. My videos are all intended to uplift you and give you lessons and see things in a different perspective. And I saw Trisha, Jason, and Sean's video. It made me happy because and it shook me. I was shocked. And I think it was meant to do that to most of us. But what I do in my videos is I kind of pull it all together. I read all your comments that you guys write on their videos, and I mention them in my videos, and I kind of like pull it together, and then I give you my opinion. So if you like that sort of thing and you like to get different perspectives and you're interested in becoming a better person and growing from this entertainment that we have on YouTube, you'll like my channel. And if you like me, I love everybody. I really do. A lot of people like me, but they want to express their opinions, and they say I'm not trying to offend you, or you're not. I love everyone's opinion. Everyone's opinion is welcomed, especially if it's in a respectful way. So no shade towards Sean or Trisha or Jason. Sean is hella fine. I mean, Sean is still, I always said this, and I think a couple of people had said in the past, because I always talk about I talk about men usually in a favorable light. I don't know why. Even when I made my last video on SNIDER and, bringing it hopefully to his attention, how he can make the inside of him just as beautiful as the outside of him. I just love men, and it's sometimes hard for me to find fault in men because I just love men. Of course, if they're doing something that I see that I find that is questionable, I will always, say the truth and bring that up as well. But Sean is certainly like eye candy, and you know what? I'm happy they made it. I hope all three of them prosper from making this video, and I am so interested to see where this relation between the three of them, where it goes. Someone commented, wouldn't it be interesting if Jason and Sean had a relationship? I don't think that Jason is gay, and I'm still not convinced that Sean is gay. And the reason being, he's never come out and say it. And so I don't out people until they say who they are and they're comfortable with it. I'm going to go with that. He's straight, he's a dancer, and he is hella gorgeous. And as far as Jason goes, I kind of feel bad for Jason. I just feel bad. He seemed like he was nervous, chewing his gum and thinking, why am I doing this? Did I do the right thing? And it's almost like he would. Now, this is probably going way out there. I'm sure it is going way out there. But it's almost like Jason could consent to a threesome. But I'm going to tell you something. A lot of you, when you say something like, oh, I think Trisha cheated, or Trisha cheated, I don't believe Trisha would ever cheat on Jason. I don't believe Trisha would ever cheat on any guy that she goes with, because she is so, she's so clingy and she's just focused on that one guy. I just don't believe that she would cheat. She would break up first before she would cheat on anyone, especially since this has been, done to her on so many levels. And I'm glad that they kind of forgave each other and they can move forward. It was just interesting how when they talked about Jason and Sean answering Trisha's questions, it just seemed a bit unfair. You have to be a very confident man, Jason, to be able to see your girl and her ex talk about their experiences. First kiss, blah, 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 all this stuff. Anyways, okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you all, and I will see you next time. Bye.